Yeah. Well, I got my new microphone. It arrived today, and I like the way that it sounds. Yeah, no more pop filter. It's built into it. This microphone does have a lot less gain though, so I'm going to order another little piece of hardware that they call a cloud lifter, which basically boosts the signal and gives you more gain, and it should sound even a little bit better. But I'm pretty happy with it so far. Yeah, it takes up a lot less space in front of my face and is less intrusive. And hopefully it sounds better as well. All right, so where we left off last time. Hey, Created Dragons. We were starting to talk about trains last time, weren't we? So we had decided on 4 16-4 trains. And big trains. And we need to do this so that we can get uranium back here to start working on nuclear power. So that's what we're going to work on today. We'll start doing uranium processing, and then we can start building components for a nuclear reactor. Okay, so I have to figure out, I mean, before I start building a big train network, I think it would be good to figure out how I want to arrange the stations coming into the base. Because eventually we're going to need to bring every commodity in here. And I kind of feel like I don't have enough room to do it here. So maybe what we'll do, you know, we were planning to do a grid system. So we'll set up grids that will contain our resource patches for mining. Because we have resource patches everywhere, right? It's not a real world map. So what I'm thinking is inside one of these grids, in the very center of said grid, I'll have my building where the entire factory will reside. So for now, to bring uranium in, I don't think I need to do anything fancy aside from just have a way for the trains to get in and out of here. Okay. So we do need to determine where the first grid should go. If we put it right here, we'll have stone, copper, and uranium. And if I move it north a little bit, we can have uranium, copper, a little bit of stone, and oil. Well, the thing is, KMac, everything is going to be made inside one building. So nothing is moving by train except for the ores. That's the only thing that's going to move by train. So I only need one rail network, because it's going to go inside my single building, and I'm going to do all the smelting and then distribute distribute the plates from, at least I'm going to try. I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but hopefully I can. I think there's going to be a lot of spaghetti involved with making that work. But hopefully we can figure it out. Yeah. So, Drekov, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. So maybe I'll put the first grid there so that we capture the oil. I'm not too concerned about the stone. I mean, there's plenty of stone everywhere. The oil is a little bit harder to come by, so I think we'll prioritize getting the oil captured. And I want to see if this is lining up to grids at all. All right, so yeah, we'll align the first one with chunks. All right, let me get something. Do I have a corner? A roundabout. Okay, yeah, this is a corner. So I can set up a corner somewhere and then build off of that. Oops, let's wait a minute. Getting acid to the uranium ore. I think I'll include a couple of fluid wagons on the train for the uranium, and we'll just take acid when we go to pick up the ore. All right. Let me get out of the way once again. Don't mind me. Nope, I'm not here. Yeah, I'm losing a lot of bots because of the flames. I'm trying to repair walls, and then those guys are out of range. Yeah, that could end up being a problem at some point. How many did I lose? Oh, I lost a lot of bots. Yeah. Yeah, let's take out some of these bases. I want you gone. I want you gone. Let's take care of you guys. And that. Okay, that should help. All right. And then the attacks will come in, because they're going to be angry about that. Yeah, so I'm going to turn off my own bots so that they don't try to repair the walls again. I think that's why so many of them died. All right. So let's figure out where I want the corner of this thing to be. There we go. Whole grid. Yeah, just north and west of where I'm standing would be good. And since I can't see the whole grid from my zoomed out view, which is why I'm going to place the first corner. We'll put the first corner right there. And then it'll be easy for me to align the rest of it to that. And then it'll all be chunk aligned. All those delicious chunks. And then we can bring the rail, you know, from here we can bring a train in for the uranium. Get back to the grid. There we go. Right, so first grid. Bam. And actually probably most of it is not even there. But we'll fix that. So let me go get some rail supplies and we'll go and start building that first grid. And And I think if we're going with the grid design, I think we're probably going to have to move the wall. I think we're going to have to wall in the entire grid rather than just local stuff. All right, Cyclonet, well, thanks for coming by. Hope to see you next time. All right, so I'm going to grab some stacks of rail. Let's see, how many are in one of those things? 1.7K, 120, 80, and 40. Okay. That should be enough. And we'll get all those. And we'll get those. Okay. And I should already have, yeah, I've already got the big electric poles. Let's make a few gates so I can get out of here. And turn on the bots. Off we go, boys. Oh, oh, okay, good. I do have cliff explosives. And then the other thing we'll do, of course, once we get the first grid set up, we'll set up a supply train. Or a building train, you know, with all our building supplies, so we can just drive around in the train to do this. But the first part of it we'll do manually. Sorry about that, Pedmeister. We have a aggressive mod bot. Looks like my battery's holding out. Okay. Uh-oh. We got some worms up here. So let's call in an airstrike. At least take out the big worm. I think I can handle the small ones. There we go. Alright, come back, come back. Alright, we'll need to take out this one too. And then they're going to come attack me. That personal laser defense is pretty powerful, at least at this part of the game. JD, how you doing, buddy? Nevin, 11 months. Thanks a lot, my friend. Appreciate all that support. Good. I lost a few bots, just like the old days. JD, I'm setting up a grid. We're going to do a train grid for resources. And then we'll bring it all back to a central location, and we're gonna build... Oh no, I'm nowhere close to 1,000. I'm trying to be nice to the bots this time. Let's see. How many kills we got? Yeah, only 254. Hardly any. Okay, and do I have any landfill with me? I don't think I do. No, I have no landfill. I might have enough stone here, though. All I need is enough for... Let's see. Will that do it? There we go. And then this, I think, goes like that. Let's, where's that corner piece? There we go. Okay, yeah, it's complete. Yeah, we keep going back to our uneducated ways. Another worm. These guys won't leave me alone. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna have to wall in. We're gonna have to wall in the perimeter of the grid. Okay. Looks like we're missing a piece there. Aside from that, that looks pretty hunky-dory. All right. So I'm thinking the uranium can come in over here. And we'll set up a processing building and power plant over here close to where the water is. Now, if I bring this straight across, it's not cooperating with me. Shift. Uh-oh. Here comes trouble. Now witness my wall. It's a little bit too easy. Yeah, so this piece of rail is going to run into this wall. And do bugs attack trains and rails? They do. They will, yeah. If you get them angry... If you get them angry where your rails and trains are, then they will attack them. I don't think... Never chunk align things like this. Don't tell me that. I just chunk aligned the whole thing. Oh, okay. You mean the chunk alignment of the wall. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think the wall is chunk aligned at all. I think it's based more on turret range than it is on chunks. Yeah, so that's unfortunate. JD, you don't think they'll attack rails if they're attacking stuff and there are rails nearby? I'm not 100% sure about it, so. Well, anyway, I need to get, let's see. So this will be incoming. I need to shift that rail up a little bit. So why don't we just do that? And then I'll relocate these things. Latakia 808. I don't know if I said that right, but thank you for the sub, or for the follow. Hopefully it'll turn into a sub, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. Okay. All right. That's what I thought. Yeah. So that they won't just attack tracks for no reason, but if they're attacking other stuff and they run out of juicier targets, then they'll start eating your tracks. Okay. So we can do the ins there, and we'll do an out here, and we'll use this as kind of our blueprint for entering and exiting the wall. All right, so let me remove a few bits here, just so we can make sure that it's consistent. Actually, is that in the middle? Let's make sure it's in the middle. 26, so that's 13 high, minus 2, 11. That means I need 6 on one side and 5 on the other. That's 9 and 6. Okay, my math is not right. Jim Nanny, thank you. Thank you for the 10th month of support. I appreciate that very much. Let's go down one. There we go. 14. Okay. So, and then we minus 2 for the gates. 12. So if I go, yeah. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's put the gates there. Let's see if we can make this so that it's in the middle. Nice and centered, like. I know JD is he's really particular about this kind of stuff. Right, buddy? Nah, he's not. Okay, so that's in the middle. I like that. Yeah, and I think I can do that here too. Oh, bots on. Bots on. Bots off. Okay, there we go. Alright, so this is what we need. This is what we need this to connect. How can I not have enough rails now? I had enough before. Alright. I even have a rail logistic request for 100 rails. Why don't I have 100 rails? Oh, here they come. Alright. Let's increase this. 100's not quite enough. Let's have 400. Alright, let's see if we can get this hooked up now. Okay. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Yeah, let's just do it like that. Whoa. Okay, that doesn't look terrible. Doesn't look great. I want to move this a little bit closer. Yeah, let's do it like that. I think that looks a little tidier. Yeah, that looks better, right? Oh, thanks a lot, Jim. That's very nice of you. I'm glad you could stop by, even if just for a little while. Appreciate you doing that, even though you're busy. Hope you have a good conference. And hopefully it's one of those conferences where everybody goes out drinking at the end of the day. Those are fun. So guys, how does the new microphone sound? Good? Can you tell a difference really? Or maybe not? This is the big boy microphone. Check it out. SM7B. And I was able to get this thanks to you guys and your support every month. It's punchy? Okay. How about if I sit back from it a little bit? Is that better? I might need to mess with the compression a little bit. But it does have a big, it's a large diaphragm mic, whereas my old one was a small diaphragm, so it is going to have more punch and more low end than the previous one. And thanks for saying that, Pedmeister. That's nice of you. Back is better. Okay, I'll mess with it. The other thing is that this mic has a pretty low output compared to the old one, because it is a large diaphragm. Yeah, JD, it's a Shure SM7B. You know, the broadcast mic. So I ordered. I also ordered another thing. It's called a cloud lifter, which is which basically you plug in line between the microphone and the interface or the preamp or whatever you're using, and that will boost the gain and give it a little more clarity. I am using, I'm not running it through a preamp. I'm just running it into my interface, which is a Focusrite Scarlett, what, 4, I forget what the model is. I've had it for a few years. And that thing is USB powered, so that, I know that preamp doesn't really have a whole lot of juice to it. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so I'm just making a little room here for the rail to pass through. There we go. And actually, let's make this like that. You guys are too much. Let's put a couple of lights. There. Nice. All right, now this is in the way. Uh-oh. And that kills the power. Yeah, this one has to move as well. Are they going to come back with those? The Tuplex voice pack. You know, I don't know if any of you guys play StarCraft 2, but you know, when you're playing StarCraft 2, there's your advisor or whatever tells you when you're you know, when you're running out of supply or whatever. There's all these various announcements throughout the game, And you can buy announcer packs where various StarCraft personalities, streamers and broadcasters and stuff do the announcements, and you can buy those as plugins or as DLC, and some of them are pretty funny. I'm going to throw a couple signals down here. Yeah, they need the silent announcer for Dice Insert. Have they still not given you the ability to just shut that guy up? Because that, man, that's really annoying. All right, now let's see how big we need to make this. I know we're going to need a pretty huge section of rail. Oh, that's good. Okay. Oh, you modded it. No, that's smart. Okay. So we are doing 4 wagons, or 4 locos. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We need 2 more. We're making big trains. All right, that's 16, right? Let's double check. I don't want to find out later that we don't have enough trains. 16, okay. And then 4 more locomotives. All right. So we'll put the station, well, wait a minute, let's see. Actually, this would be the outbound station, so I did it backwards. Inbound is down here. Not to worry. We'll just copy the train. And 1 power pole, apparently. Which we can get rid of. Alright, and we'll put that down here. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's real easy. Converting from left-hand drive to right-hand drive. I've actually done that before. Who was it? One of the guys that used to work with Exterminator all the time. Not Colonel Will, but the other guy. Madzuri. No, it wasn't him. It was somebody else. Anyway, I remember taking somebody's really cool blueprint book that was right-hand drive or left-hand drive and trying to convert it, and I spent about 3 hours on it and then gave up because it was driving me mad. Was it Mojo? Is he European? It was, I mean, it was somebody who lives in a... Okay, yeah, maybe it was Mojo. Maybe it was. Yeah, it was probably him then. Okay. So here's the uranium train. What should our naming convention be? we'll do resource and provider tags. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen anything from Mojo in probably a year or two, but I remember that I used to really like his designs. He came up with some really cool designs. All right. So this is going to be a requester. And we'll use the icon. This is how we're going to name things. Right. Request uranium ore. My plan was to move the ore. Yeah, I'm going to move the ore because the ultimate goal is to put everything inside one building. So if I process ore at the mine, then it would be cheating. And we don't want to cheat any more than we have already. Excuse me, I'm just getting over a cold. All right, I'm going to throw in a little more fuel here. Oh, I didn't want that to happen. Oh well. Let's get some more solid fuel. Oh, I already have a request for solid fuel. Okay, good. Maybe it'll be brought to me someday. Oh, really? Instead of Twitch. Are you gonna stream on Twitch too, or are you just converting? How are we doing on fuel here? We got enough fuel to last us for a little while. Oh, okay. Well, cool. Let me know how it goes, or how you like it. I'll see how it goes. But. All right. So let me send this. I'm going to send this back to the station. I'll just tell it to go until some arbitrary circuit condition is met. So you can see how well this accelerates, having a 1 locomotive to 2 wagon ratio. It accelerates pretty well. And should get up to top speed pretty quickly. And I just want to see precisely where this is going to stop so that I know where to put my signal on the back end of this. And that's going to need to go right there. Okay. So what next? Now we need to build... We need to start doing the mining. Oh, I just remembered. We need to include acid on this train. So we got 16 wagons. I could do like 4 wagons of acid, and that'll leave us with 6 and 6 wagons of uranium, or we could just do 2 wagons of acid. Which would leave us with 7 on each side. Actually, let's figure out what the ratio is. In other words, how much acid do I need to fill that train with ore? That's what I want to figure out. Yeah, we might be able to get by with just 1. Although, I'm going to do it in 2s anyway, just to keep it symmetrical. Because that's how we roll around here. Okay, so 1 per cycle. And what do I get from 1 cycle? I just get 1 ore per cycle, right? 10 acid for 1 ore? Okay. Shoot. Productivity. Okay, mining speed is 0.5 per second. Yeah, it doesn't say how many seconds one cycle is. Mining time 200%. Yeah. I might just have to go to Factorio cheat sheet. Let's see. Mining. Okay. Okay, so you get 1 ore per cycle, right? Plus the productivity bonus. Okay. So if it's 1 ore per cycle and uranium stacks in 50s, 1 wagon can hold 2,000. So that's 2,000 acid per wagon. And we can fit 25,000 in 1 fluid wagon, which would be 12 and a half cargo wagons. Right? Well, minus the productivity bonus. So I think two fluid wagons should be good, right? 2 fluid wagons would take care of 25 cargo wagons. I think 1 fluid wagon would not be enough, and 2 is more than enough. So we'll put in 2. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to delete this one and this one, and we'll replace those with fluid wagons, and we'll load those up with acid, and you know. And then we can see how it looks when the train comes back full the first time. And if we need to adjust it, we can adjust it. But I think this will be good. Alrighty. So have I got any pumps on me? 2. Okay. Fortunately, that's all I need. Alright. And then we'll have to figure out how we want to do the unloading. Yeah, I think you're probably right, JD. Yeah, the plumbing holds an awful lot of acid, doesn't it? All right, so let me ask you guys a question. I know a lot of you are probably familiar with the bulk rail loader mod. I've used it before. Since in this case we are only going to be moving bulk materials with trains, should we use bulk loaders? Do you guys want to add that mod, or do you want to do it with chests and inserters? What do y'all think? Any thoughts on the matter? K-Mac's a big fan. Team bulk loader. Okay. All right, well, let's ask this. Is anybody opposed to it? If you're opposed to it, go watch somebody else's channel. All right, good. Let's get it. Let's load that one up. I like that mod too. I haven't used it in a long time. Actually, maybe I still have it. I do. Awesome. So we just have to turn it on and wait for the game to restart. Oh, you know what? And I think I can move my... head down to the bottom here. I was trying to put it in a place where it would work for Diablo 2. For those of you who weren't here at the beginning, I was planning to stream Diablo 2 tonight, and it just wasn't working well. I was getting choppy video and dropped frames, so I need to mess around with the stream settings. I probably just need to run it in a lower resolution. Factorio seems to be very easy to handle graphically. So, all right. I think there's some research that goes with that, right? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. That'll take about 5 seconds. And let's go to the mall and start producing them in quantity. I'm really liking them all, by the way. All right. That was easy. Okay, so we'll do one for loaders. And we'll do one for unloaders. Yeah, and I think, yeah, we've already got all the ingredients, so we just shift right click, shift left click, shift right click, shift left click, and then we'll set the output quantities. So I think typically we're going to want to have, let's keep enough for like 2 stations at a time, right? Which would be 16, no, 32. It would be 32 of each. And I will set my requests for 1 train's worth, 16 of each. Okay, I think I'm gonna turn off my requests for the trains themselves because I won't need those for a while. These are why are we waiting on rails? Oh, you know what? Let's put some stack inserters on this. That's what's taking so long. There's a lot of stuff to load in. You know, the other thing that you could do is add a second requester chest. And then you can have one do half of the materials and have the other one do the other half of the materials. And that makes things go faster. You know, and that's good for stuff like this that has a lot of parts that need to go in for every cycle. Okay, and yeah, I've got 16 of each. And we've got Miniloaders. Okay, I think we're set. Let's start making centrifuges, because I don't think we're doing those yet. Yeah, you know, time speedle, that's probably a good idea. Yeah. It would probably be better just to have one for the plates and one for all the other stuff. We can go adjust that in a minute. That's a good point. Yeah, here's another good example for something that has a ton of components to load. So remove the first two from that one. We'll remove the second two from that one. Give those stack inserters. And then we'll cap the output. I'm not quite sure how many of those I need right now, but I don't know. We'll make 20 of them, I guess. Will probably be enough. All right. Let's get some mining drills. I think we're going to need a lot more than 100. Let's get 200. We'll start with that. And let's make pumps, fluid pumps. Because I like to always have a stack of those on me. Is that the only place we're doing mining drills? I think it is. Okay, yeah. So, we're good. Alright, let's get to work. Defenses. Good, that's a good question. Wasn't really a question, suggestion. What I'm thinking, guys, is that because we are going to have a grid that's going to be, you know, essentially one continuous set of rails. Here's the thing. If I was doing a rail world and my resources were widely separated, I would just set up dedicated rail lines to go to each, you know, to each area out there. And I would wall in each individual resource patch and then have a supply train go to each one because they'll be so spread out. In this case, because I'm not doing rail world settings, I have maximum frequency, maximum size, maximum density on all of the ore patches. They're fairly close together, which is why I decided to do a grid, because basically every grid section is going to have some resource patch in it. I think in that case, I'm just going to build a wall around the outside of the grid. And if we do that, then we can just, you know, we'll essentially just be moving this wall to the outside. And we can connect. We can either feed the wall with the primary bot network, or we can have the wall on its own segmented bot network and just have a supply train, you know, run around the perimeter and drop off supplies all along the wall so that we don't have bots, you know, flying for an hour to do a repair. Yeah, so actually before we turn this mine on, we probably will need to wall in this this grid section first. At least that's my thinking right now. And for now, we can just wall in this one because I only need this one for the uranium at the moment to carry us through purple science and the rest of the, you know, the rest of the starter base, let's say. And then when we start to build the end game base, that's going to be all in one building, then we'll need to do more. We'll need to expand the wall to include the entire grid. I'm not sure how big the grid is going to need to be, but, you know, you can see here we've got lots of resources. So if we were going to grid around Let's see. Let's say we did one there and another one up here. Or maybe I'll just start building the grid like this and work my way out to the left or something. I'm not sure yet. It'll be a while before we get there. But yeah, I'm thinking of just walling in the entire grid and building the wall around it. And we can even build the grid like in a spiral pattern, like in the Joseph base. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, K-Mac. For now, we can extend this wall to the west and then straight down, and we'll be in good shape. So, in fact, why don't we do that before we start messing around with the mining, just to avoid losing assets to the biters. I don't want the biters kicking my assets. Yeah, let's do that. Let's work on the wall first. And that should be pretty easy. I just have to remove the corner. And we'll just have the bots start going at it. And while they're doing that, we can put in the bulk, we can put in the unloaders and stuff. Here, let's do walls, or gates rather. Okay, is it right about there? No. There we go. Okay. Actually, if I delete this... Yeah, I need to delete this, and I need to delete underneath here as well. Yeah, I'll have to do that. I'll have to delete all of this. And this. Okay, and I killed my power. We'll put that there temporarily. Okay, and this is going to have to come out too, because that doesn't work quite right. Okay. And then I should be able to start pasting it down. Alright, I'm going to turn my bots off so that we let the regular construction bots do it. And I need to get rid of this. That's in the way. Okay, and let's get rid of this spider nest up here. Oh, don't tell me they're too high. I think they're right. Oh, are you kidding me? Son of a gun. Well, thank you for noticing. Don't I sound glad that you noticed? No, really, I am glad that you noticed. Thank you for pointing it out. I'm glad you noticed, but I'm not glad that I did that. There we go. What a pain. Okay, let's get rid of all that, and that, and that. Okay, let's be careful. There. Okay, let's call in air support. I think these guys are going to be a little closer than I want them to be. So we'll take them out too. And the rest of the way looks clear. So I'll wait for him to build this, and then I'll add more sections. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Tim Speedle, it would have just ended up being destroyed, basically. Because all I would have would be the two puny little laser turrets. Okay, so we'll let the bots do all the work. That's one of the great lessons I learned from JD when we played together. Just stop doing everything yourself and let the bots do it. Okay, so down here we will put in bulk rail unloaders. Okay. I guess we can't do that straight away. We'll have to move the train first. So let me... Must align with rail grid, doesn't it? Oh, okay. Oh, and we're gonna have to space these apart. Okay, and let me put a couple more down here, just so we can... Oh, and this better let me put it there. If it makes me move my rail, I'm going to be slightly upset. Alright. Go over here, please. And then just sit there and don't do anything. Okay. Let's just make sure. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, we can pick that up, pick that up. Uh-oh. It was like that, right? Crap. Okay. Go back to the station. And let's make sure it lines up. I'm going to make sure I'm doing this properly. I think I do need one rail section in between each one, but let's double check. Okay. That looks correct. Dr. Jones, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. And welcome. Alright, let's go to manual mode and get out of my way again. Oh, my pleasure. Hope you found them useful. Okay, and then this is where the second set goes. Right, so I need 7 of these. So that's 4. That's 6. And 7. Okay, and then we can have regular rail. This is where the fluid wagons go. And then the next section starts right here. Ruh-roh. That's distressing. Okay, now Let's try it. You have to do them in pairs. Okay. Okay, 4, 6, 7. Oh, yeah, and actually those can stay. I have one of those. Okay, there you go. Thank you. Okay, that should do it. Let's roll back into the station and make sure everything lines up. And then we'll go check on our wall. I misaligned it again. It wouldn't surprise me. Not that I doubt you, but... What the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Huh. I made an error. I've made a horrible error. Okay. Get that train out of the way again. Actually, you know what? Why don't you just... Why am I... Oh, okay. I'm not moving. It feels like I'm moving. Why don't you just go there so that you're ready to come in. There you go. So we don't have to wait for it to come back. Yeah, I think I messed it up here. There we go. The rest of these look okay. Yep. And this is all completely wrong. So I'll just build the rest of this manually. It seems like it didn't like the way I was trying to build that. Is that a rail section? Okay, no, that's fine. Okay, so one bit of rail, and then another one like that. So it kind of covers up some of the single rail sections. See there? So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. I wonder if you can... No. Can you do that? No, you can't do it with shift. You have to build these one at a time. Okay. Let's give it another shot. Looks like my train got attacked. Huh. I wonder if it ran over. It might have run over. Oh, would you look at that? Somebody decided to move into the neighborhood. I don't think so, pal. That's my uranium patch. Or at least it will be pretty soon. Okay, have I got any more solid fuel? Yeah. Alright, let's load those guys up. I'll have to get refueling down here, obviously. And we'll have to give these power. Okay. Looking good. Hey, thanks for the follow, Tim Speedle. Appreciate it. Hope to see you for another stream in the not too distant future. Okay, let's see. I think we'll put we'll put the, yeah, I wanted to put the uranium processing somewhere around here, and then for now we'll have a separate building with the reactors inside, and I think it'll be nice just to build that very close to the water supply. So so we're going to unload to the north. So I'll put the power on the south side. 1, 2. Let's leave 2 tiles. And we'll use bots to fuel the trains. And do every other damn thing. There we go. Alright, so let's set up the refueling while we're here. I really want it to be right there, because it's kind of in the middle-ish. Okay, so yeah, for now we're gonna use solid fuel because I don't have rocket fuel just yet. Okay, and obviously I'll need to get some roboports down here. We'll get to that. There we go. Okay, let's put a roboport right here. 1, 2. Okay. Okay, and this side's already covered. Okay. Yeah, and so I think we'll be good here because the rest of the bot network connects along the wall here. Speaking of walls, I need to get some radars put down. Or radar put down. I think radar is singular. Let's put one right there so I can see beyond that, and then we can start to paste down. Oh, you know what? I don't need coverage anymore to paste down blueprints, right? I don't think I do. Yeah. I think they'll work even if I can't see it. Am I wrong about that? I think that was a recent change. I guess we'll find out. We'll see if they build it or not. I can't see my ghosts, so maybe it's not going to work. Although I do see this, so what is that telling me? Oh, okay. Yeah, should work. We'll wait and see. I'm gonna want to cover the whole wall with radar anyway, so. Okay. So from the unloaders, you know, I'm planning just to have, we'll just put like a single loader to unload it. I think this will work. Let's test it out. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, and then here we will be putting fluids in rather than taking things out. So let's set up our pumps. We'll put one there, and we'll put one there. And I think I'll just join those together with a single pipe. Should I put storage tanks down here? Yeah, I think I should put storage tanks down here. That way the tanks can fill up when the train is elsewhere. And we won't have to wait for the fluids to fill up. And we'll just run a single pipe. What the heck are these guys doing? Oh, okay. They were going to bring me stuff, and then I stepped outside of the orange part. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use that iron patch eventually, I think. So let's build around it. Yeah, in fact, I'll just come over here and we'll follow this pipeline to make things nice and neat. All right, where my acid at? I know I can make this work. If I put that pipe there, no interference with that. Oh, but this is a bit of a problem, isn't it? Okay. What is this thing? Oh, that's my solid fuel, which I don't have any of. And that's probably because I have no light oil. And that's because my petroleum tanks are full. So at some point, when my petroleum tanks are full, I should be making solid fuel from petroleum. So let's arrange for that to happen. Okay, we're going to change this recipe to solid fuel from petroleum. And that way the refineries will never stop working. Let's bring this down one more. And that way I can do this. Input. Output. Okay, so I need an input here. Let's make an input pipe. Oh, I did have one. Okay. All right, so that's for petroleum. Change the direction there. Okay. So this is fairly simple to manage. I just have to... I'll have a separate output for petroleum going there, and then we'll control where it goes. Okay, I have some room right here. I think I can put another... Yeah, this will work out fine. It'll be fine. Okay. And then we're going to put some smarts on that. Okay. So we'll tell this pump to only turn on when we have more than let's say 20,000. Okay, so if there's more than 20,000 in this tank, that means we got lots of petroleum available, and we'll ship it out for solid fuel production. Okay, and that's going to come out right there. Isn't it? Is that the wrong? No, that's the right pipe. Oh, I might have put the wrong direction on that. Yeah. No. That isn't... Oh, this needs to be an input. My mistake. Yeah. Input just means it goes into that and out the other side. You know, I mean, it's kind of confusing because we're exiting the building with an input pipe, but and this is an input pipe. Okay. And there's nothing in this pipe. Oh, because that has to be an output pipe, not an input pipe. We'll get there. There we go. Alright, let's do that. And like that. Alrighty. And now we're making solid fuel. And the solid fuel should be going into the logistics network somehow, but I think it is not. So let's get that fixed. We need it in the outside logistics network. So we'll do a loader and a loader. And I'll put a provider chest. All right. And I'll just let it fill up, because why not? But I would like to make sure that I keep some in there for the trains. So let's do... let's connect this one. And we'll have this one turn on when solid fuel is greater than 100. So that way we'll always have at least 2 stacks of solid fuel in the chest, and then once that condition is met, then the rest will come out. That is a very good question, Pedmeister. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, if I have input and then output and then I have the arrow going the other way, what happens? That is a good question. Somebody should test it. And when I say somebody, I mean somebody other than myself. Yeah, let's put a few roboports along the way here so they can recharge if they have to. It looks like they can make it all the way without a recharge. Okay, how's our wall doing? Okay, it looks like it got built. But I don't think my radar got placed. Oh, it did. Did it? All right. Good. I think I'm gonna have to go out there and just place another radar manually. It'll be a little bit hard to nail it from map view. Let's see how we're doing on power. I'm using 49 megawatts, and I'm making like 100 and close to 150. All right. Do I have radar with me? I don't know, but I just noticed that I have these little solar panels that go there. I should probably just add another roboport to fill this out, and then I can have 100 bots. Okay, I'll just handcraft a few radar. And just to make sure we get coverage. There we go. Okay, yeah, so the wall was mostly built successfully. We need to fix this. Alright, and then we'll need a corner. Let's go out. Let's go out a little bit more, and then we'll build the corner. And that way this corner won't get in, the wall going south won't get in the way of the rail. Yeah, and it should still meet up with the water where we want it to. Oh, okay, and we've got that one there. We could even put a pipe there. Make a redundant connection. Okay. And then we continue building. Alright, let's do an airstrike over here. We'll do one there. And I think we'll be all set. I don't want to landfill this part because that's just gonna make it possible for the biters to get through. So we won't need that. Yeah, and actually I won't need that either, will I? Or that. Yeah. Yeah, and there's no way to get around the water to get in the other side. Okay. Yeah, so that should be it for the wall. Let's put down some radar so that we've got radar coverage for the whole thing. And then we can start working on the mine. What? I'm being attacked. Oh. Ah, yeah. Okay. Yep, it looks like they got back in. I got biters in the walls. Yeah, it was the worms. The worms are killing my bots. Thank you for that. I've gotten so used to ignoring those noises. I blame JD. Oh, okay. Sorry, C Black. I didn't catch that. All right. Just gonna wait for my bots to come back. That one too, I think. There we go. Now I got them all. Yeah, I was reading that. I was like, what are you talking about? I thought maybe you were watching another stream and coming into my channel or something. Okay. Yeah, so we'll put that radar in that corner. And then we'll have to add artillery as well down here. Yeah, exactly. It was the it's fine alarm. Nothing to worry about. I'm still here. Nothing's wrong. Okay, and one right there. Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna have to hang out, and I'm gonna have to hang out until this wall gets built to make sure nothing gets in. There. We'll put that one there. Or you know what? Do I have any laser turrets on me? I don't think I do. I can make 5 of them. I'll just slap a few laser turrets down here that'll catch anybody trying to sneak in. Excuse my ignorance, but I don't even know what lurk does. Can somebody explain that to me? Oh, okay. I mean, does it do anything in the stream, or it's just like a notification? You're just saying I'm going to be AFK for a while. Okay. Let me go kill these worms. Okay. Alright, so now we got a few laser turrets down here, and they'll hopefully take care of anybody trying to sneak in. And we can start building the mine. Let me see how we're doing on time. I got a little more time. Now, I suppose the first thing to do here would be to build the loading station. We'll need a place for the train to go. Yeah, that's telling me there's not enough storage, and that's just because it's trying to dump tons of wall components into the outside world. And the chest is full, but that's okay. It'll empty out eventually. And then if there's any excess in the chest, it'll go back inside. Alright, yeah, let's just go trees and rocks. We'll clear the patch out. BattleX D23, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Okay. Right. Yeah, so where do we want the train to go? Maybe I can load uranium on this side. We can have oil on this side. We can have copper on this side. And nothing on the north side. So we'll need to build some unloading or loading stations for the trains. So let's do that now. We're going to make it that high. I think that'll be high enough. Yeah, good. Okay, where is the middle of my grid? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, so this is the middle right here. think what I'll do here is copy the train. Okay, I'm busy right now. We'll remove the bulk rail loaders. Those are going to be replaced with unloaders. I do need tanks. We'll get rid of those. We'll get rid of those. Yeah, and the actual locomotive is not needed either. Okay. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Biters are destroying what? Oh, okay. I guess they got taken care of by these laser turrets. Some stuff got destroyed. It looks like the rest of the wall is operational. Yeah, that's good. So then we could also start to deconstruct this wall. Although I want to be a little bit careful about that because I have a lot of power and I have my oil lines and stuff running through there, so I'm not going to try to do that with map view. I'll wait until I can be there and be a little more careful about it. Okay, so that looks like it's about the middle. Oh, good lord. I hope I have enough room for the trains to get out and in. These are going to be going this way. Yeah, so this is actually the entrance. I think this is okay. This needs to be on the other side. There we go. So train will come across, go up here. Let's put in the bulk loaders now, and hopefully they'll fit neatly where the unloaders were. And it's not lining up. Okay, I'm going to have to bring the train over here. I guess that's one thing I don't really like about this mod is that it's I would like it a lot more if you could place it down. Oh, that's good to hear, Jim. Thanks. I haven't really changed any of my settings. I'm just trying not to get my mouth too close. So hopefully that's all it takes. Yeah, I would like this mod more if you could plop these down on top of tracks, so you could just put your train there and then it would be easy to line everything up, but looks like it's not going to cooperate with me quite that way. Alright, so this would be the station, and then we exit here. It's a little bit too long, isn't it? It's a little bit too long. I thought that this was going to work out pretty well. Okay, well, let's get the train over here, and it'll be easier to figure things out then. Alright, so I want the train to go here. And we'll take a look and see how things are. That is a good point. Yeah, that's a good point, Tim. Thanks. Yeah, we don't necessarily have to have the locomotives on a straight segment of track, or at least not these at the back. They could hang off a bit. So we could back this up. Yeah, I think we'll have to do that. Let me put this back in manual mode so nothing funny happens. Alright, so what we'll do is... First, let me just make sure that this is the best place for that. Alright, so if I come to the end of this curved section, let's get rid of that. Alright, that's the end. Let's get rid of the straight rail as well. Okay. So that is where... Okay, so that's... This is as far to the east as I can make it without having big problems. And... Right. So we could put the signal right there. And we could back this train up a bit. Okay, that's green, so I haven't gone over the signal. So we only need to load it in this far. Alright, so over here, let's see, we'll just see how far away we can... Right, so again, and if I'm not explaining what I'm doing, well, I apologize. Right, so here, that's as far as I can make it. Alright, so it's got to be like that. That way, it'll be able to exit and make this turn, if we need it to. And in our case, in this particular case, we do want it to do that. Alright, so that's as far away as I can make the station. So let's call this, this is going to be the provider of uranium ore. Okay, so let's have this go to the provider. Now we can't just say wait until it's full like we would normally do, because the acid tanks are going to be emptying when it comes here. So the condition we're going to have to put on this one is item count. And we've got 14 wagons for ore. Each one carries 2,000, so we're going to wait until, we'll just say greater than or equal to 28,000. Okay. So it'll wait until we've loaded all the uranium ore we can, and then it'll go. So let's have this go there. That way we can see where it's going to align. Okay, I'll put a signal there. Actually, I'll put the exit signal right there instead of right next to the station. Okay, and I think this will be fine. Johnny Fever. That's awesome. Alright, so let's Control X. Alright, that's where my tanks go. Let's make a couple tanks. Oh, I can't make storage tanks. Okay, let's ask for storage tanks when we go back. What's going on here? Oh, yeah, okay, I know that. Alright. Now, we need to figure out where these must go. Must align with grid. Okay, how about... Is that right? Yeah. How about now? And is it the same deal? Yeah, same deal. Like one tile in between. Yeah, it's a little tricky. So I'll just do this. And then I'll just move it. Is that right? Okay. They look evenly spaced. And I think after we do this the first time, we'll be able to just blueprint it for future occasions. Okay. I think that should work. All right, and then we're going to go to the requester until empty. So go there now, and then I'm also just going to add a circuit condition because it's already empty. I don't want it to come back right away. Okay, and then we can delete those tracks. Delete those tracks. And then I'm going to copy this and we'll ghost it there. And we'll ghost that one there. And then I can pick up these. And it should work. Okay. Is it the time of the year for the turkey drop? Yeah, I think it is. I forget what a turkey drop is. Oh, you're back. Oh, that should be an and, not an or. You're back so soon. Try not to sound disappointed. All right. We don't need that one. Okay, there we go. Let's see, can I move this signal? Nope, the signal needs to stay there. Okay. So we got it to fit. It's not exactly in the middle, but it's pretty close. Or at least the train is not exactly in the middle. The rail, what do we call this? What do we call the side rail? There's a name for it that somebody told me at one point, and I no longer remember it. Ooh, big attack coming in. Let's see what happens. A siding? Is that what it's called? Yep. Just go right into where the fire is, please. Perfect. Let's see how this part of the wall is doing. Awesome. Okay, so we're walled in, we're secure, and we're also out of time. But this appears to be lined up just right, doesn't it? Yeah, I think we're good. Spur, yeah, that's what I want to say. Maybe that's the right terminology. Okay, let's head back to the starting station. Hey, thanks a lot for the sub. Appreciate that. Very kind of you. If you're new to the stream, my normal schedule is Wednesday evening and Sunday mornings, U.S. time zone. So next stream will be Sunday, let's see, 9 o'clock my time is 11 Eastern, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. And the stream's a little bit longer on Sundays. I only do 2 hours on Wednesday nights, and I stream 3 hours on Sundays. Okay, let's get my supplies. Okay, so I like the way that this is shaping up. I think we've got ourselves in a good position here. Let's go back just so I can get the tanks put in place. And then in the next stream we'll start building the mine itself. We need to make the acid connections back in the main base to start filling those acid tanks. And then we can start nuclear processing, which is always kind of fun. All right. Cool. So, thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks for your patience at the beginning when I spent the time to figure out that I couldn't stream Diablo. And I will see you all on Sunday. Feel free to stop by and say hi in the Discord between now and then if you like. And have a great evening. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.